Folks, and welcome back to twitch.tv/games with Nick. Let me check the audio feed. That should do a little better. Actually, maybe that's a little too much. Alright. Yeah, so it's been a long hiatus. Make sure to check out the State of the Channel video that is currently available both on twitch.tv/games with Nick and youtube.com/@gameswithnick. Gonna see what happened, but long story short, I get busy with work and life, and then I decided I was missing streaming a little bit, but it burned out. So I decided to open a retro channel at youtube.com/@retrogameswithnick. Content is a little bit more edited there, so make sure to check that out. And we're gonna stream twice a week. One day, a modern game, like today, Final Fantasy XIII. And on another day, a more classic game, something retro, between 1984 to 2006. Let's see, what else? I'm not necessarily committing to doing full playthroughs non-stop. I will play Final Fantasy XIII as long as I want to play Final Fantasy XIII. Essentially, the reason I burned out is that I really tried to have regular content 3 days a week, non-stop for a year and a half, and by the end of it, I was doing it for the content machine more than because I really wanted to stream or do anything of the sort. And this is getting maybe a little loud again. So what we're gonna do instead is to play games as long as I want to play them, and I think the streaming only twice a week will also make it a little bit more manageable for me to actually commit to those times that I say that I will be streaming. Alright, having said that, why Final Fantasy XIII? I don't know, I've just been meaning to replay this for a long time. I played through each of the Final Fantasy XIII games, 13, 13-2, and Lightning Returns, once to completion when they came out. I did not have the best memories of this one, but I think the direction that Square has been going recently has really vindicated what Final Fantasy XIII was doing. So I'm kind of excited to check it out again. So let's go ahead and get started. What's really wild about this game is that if you know what is happening, the logo of the game is like the biggest fucking spoiler. But you look at it and you're just like, oh, I don't know, kind of looks cool. Udo on the wax inverted or not? Probably not. We'll see. We want speaker names. We want the battle difficulty to be normal, is fine. Speed is fine. That's fine. No, let's use a list. It's easier to keep track of things. Controller. Alright. And I also have the official strategy guide that I've always played Final Fantasy games with an official strategy guide next to me. So we're going to consult it every once in a while if we need to. But to be fair, most of the game is a long hallway, and that's one of the things that people complained about. But they're not totally wrong about that. Anyway, let's get started. New game. Oh, and the other thing I meant to say, I forgot at the beginning, is that I will probably slowly change my schedule. We will stream the modern game typically on Tuesday afternoon, 5 to 7-ish, and the retro game on Thursday afternoon, 7 to 9-ish.
The 13 days after we awoke were the beginning of the end.
Now, I will admit, I couldn't tell you a goddamn thing about Final Fantasy XIII's story. Both this game and the overall trilogy. I vaguely remember from this game the overall arc and idea, but not the specific, like, scene-to-scene happenings.
Be quiet.
Best of luck.
The only thing I remember about 13-2 is who the main characters are. Ooh.
She did it! You alright? I'm not a Lassie. So far, so good. They all want to fight.
Good for them.
Lightning looks badass, except for her hair color and hairstyle. Like, I don't know what they were thinking with that, but... I guess Nomura designed the characters, so, you know. That's what he does.
Give me that.
Digimon! Maybe this game is trying a little hard to be edgy and cool,
Run!
but
I've been away!
they're playing the Steam version. I don't think I downloaded the HD pack. I might have downloaded the HD pack.
Be rational now.
No, looking at the model, it doesn't look like it.
What do we do?
Watch and learn.
Active time battles, tutorial. View. Time flows through battle, watch as the ATB gauge charges. The characters perform action by expanding ATB gauge segments. The actions they perform depends on the command you select. You can input entire strings of commands and unleash them all at once. Select auto battle to queue up a set of commands tailored to your situation. Select abilities to specify individual commands as you see fit. Choose the target. Can you stop running into his fangs? Thank you. Now, I will say, couple of my legitimate complaints about this game is that you don't control the other party members. And if you are down as a result of that, then the game is just over. And I fucking hate party RPGs that end when the main character is down. Like, that shouldn't be a problem.
Not so tough now, huh?
Uh-oh.
Hey, that wasn't like a challenge now, all right? Hey! Calm it down. I'm coming.
Yay!
Heads up.
This thing won't give up.
Saz has a bit of that Danny Glover vibe in the Lethal Weapon movies. Like, you totally expect him to say, I'm getting too old for this shit. Okay, now this is just the status. Looks like we don't have access to defend yet, or at all. The one thing I do like about this battle system is that its focus is more on the big picture. Like, you can't control what your other characters are doing. You can control what role they're playing. Once we start unlocking, okay. Once we start unlocking jobs, it's all about what team composition you decide your party has at one given time. And it's switching between compositions that increase stagger a lot, composition that maintain the stagger state, composition that heal or defend. And so there's a lot of like hybrid tactics you can play around with.
Oh, goodness. Whew. We did it. Aren't you supposed to protect civilians, soldier? I mean, you are Sanctum, aren't you? What are you doing trying to stop the purge? Why don't you tell me that?
I was a soldier.
Hey,
First
where do you think
class.
you're going?
There's a Final Fantasy VII reference for all of you.
Chocobo, just can't catch a break, can
Oh my god, that Chocobo was so
That's a big
adorable.
question. Oh well, I better follow her. I'm getting too old for this.
Yeah. It literally took him like 10 minutes to utter the Danny Glover phrase. Camera control. Can I test it? No, this seems right to me. We'll see.
Sure we can get through here?
Always look back, see if you've missed something. Doesn't seem to be the case. And that's also a little... I'm OCD, I'm gonna have to clear all of these. Lightning and Saz are held aboard a military purge train along with a group of civilians destined for exile. In stark contrast to the uncertain and despairing people around her, Lightning appears determined and focused. She seizes upon an instant of inattention to disable a guard, and her impressive display inspires Saz and the other civilians to take up arms against the soldiers. After clashing with army forces, the train crashes to a halt in a war-torn district known as the Hanging Edge. Saz attempts to figure out Lightning's angle, but she shows little desire to share. The former soldier throws herself into the battle without the slightest hint of hesitation. What could be driving her? Basic controls, that will... That's fine. Saving is going to be at save points. Basic battle. We've seen this. If the battle team leader is HP reaches 0, the game is over regardless of whether or not other members are still standing. There is no way to flee. Y to activate things halfway through. Granting influence rewards. PPS, minutes per second. Area, pressing X. Data log, camera settings. I don't know that we've scanned this one, so I don't know if it's gonna count. What do we have in our inventory? We got 15 potions. The weapons that are currently equipped. Unicorn March. So we can access the Unicorn March Retail Network. There's nothing to give us an item with this, I feel like, but... Data log, Graphcon unit, and Survival Knife, Lightning's birthday present. There's nothing for us to equip. For now, all she has is attack and blitz, which is for ranged targets. Well, Saz only has attack. Alright. Save. What's in the shop? Phoenix down, 1,000 guild each. Can't afford it. Nothing to sell.
It's a mess is what this is.
Penetrating an enemy detection radius, coming in contact with an enemy, we'll do that, okay. Feels like there should be a way to preempt, but... We literally have no abilities at the moment, so... Ooh, 3 jerks this time. Wonder if we'll make it. Top level play. 5 stars all around. potion.
Not wanting to get purged, I get. But taking on trained soldiers?
Better to die than get sent to Pulse. It's hell for Brimstone.
Yeah, well, hell's not sounding too bad. Because this place ain't exactly paradise.
Domesticated peacekeepers. Nothing to worry about.
Well, maybe not for a soldier girl, but I'm trying to say, hey!
Hey! Listen to me, please.
Guess we, gotta fight again, huh?
Yep, we gotta fight again, Saz. Get used to it. Oh, so Blitz is more of an area attack, I guess. Oh, I should have paid closer attention to what I just got there. Guess I just got my first Phoenix down and a chipped Fang. Yep. You can see why the corridor comment that's kind of apply, to be perfectly honest. Like we're literally just going straight along a pretty tight corridor. I think they worked really hard to make the backgrounds look good. I don't need another save. I'm fine.
Real nice from up there.
Oh man, stop getting roasted. That dude really hated him. Yes, please. Iron Bangle increases maximum HP. I'll take it. That's the thing about... Why is the inventory not clearing? That's the issue about... this can wait. About you going down with the main character. Is that then I kind of just want to prioritize my character above everything else. Because if I go down, then the game is over. I would like to avoid Saz dying. Also, is it me or are the HPs refreshing after every battle? That seems way too generous. Maybe it's because it's chapter 1 and it's gonna stop at some point. That feels a little too generous.
Preemptive strike.
Rebels.
Rebels.
So much for the element of surprise.
Yeah, I know how to do that. I know. Let's look at it. Items. Potion. Since a single potion heals your entire battle team, do not need to specify target. Using items is a free action. That was important to know. Well, that's the problem.
Do we turn back?
There's no time.
Then what do you suggest we do?
Quiet.
Hey! Wait! No, don't leave me!
Let go!
No, hell no! You're my only way out of here!
We did have the anti-grab field in our inventory. You broke it.
Hey, that might get us across. Right there. Right?
Looks that way.
All right, you leave this to me.
Alright. I assume this is... Fields of War. Suspect citizens of Cocoon are wrenched from their tranquil existence and threatened with exile to the world of Pulse. The Purge has begun. The land below is set to crawl with unknown perils, and terrified civilians begin to rebel against the Purge. A revolt also occurs on the train transporting Purge deportees as Lightning's battle against the guards galvanizes their prisoners into action. The train comes to a halt in the district of the Hanging Edge, now a hellish war zone, where soldiers open fire indiscriminately upon civilians. Lightning makes her way through the middle of the conflict, all but ignoring her uninvited companion, Saz. She seems determined to press onwards even when the path before her is destroyed by military strikes. Hi, Lucas B00. Oh, you know, I honestly kind of just installed it from Steam and ran the game. There were no real issues getting it to run, I think. I also have had it installed for like probably a good year or year and a half or so, and never actually touched it, so I honestly don't remember how I did it, but... Steam Deck 2 if you have one. This game runs great. Except for shit ton of space, but runs great. That was a little tight there. I love that we're staggering things, but they haven't actually explained how stagger works yet.
Seems to be in working order.
Might as well make a save. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if you were there, Lucas, when I said it at the beginning of the stream, but I basically played through the entire 13 trilogy once when each game came out. I don't remember a single thing about any of them. Just get out of the way. I do remember hating Hope, who's a whiny little bitch.
This is not our lucky day.
And I also think that in Lightning Returns, Hope is actually not real or something, but my memories of the series are very
Wants to
faint.
kill us without a fight.
Attack chain tutorial. View. To initiate an attack chain, first select auto battle or attack from the abilities menu and choose the Psycho Marauder as your target. This is a chain gauge. Keep an eye as you strike. Yep, chain bonus, damage. Continue pummeling, boosting your chain bonus until the gauge is full. Sure. One spread blow where staggered full. A staggered enemy takes greater damage when attacked. Chaining attacks that stagger powerful adversary is essential to defeating them. Be aware that an enemy's chain gauge begins to drain the moment it is staggered. Actually, all good. Still the perfect run. 5 stars. We'll get some money.
So, soldier.
By the way, Lucas, if you're still watching, how's the volume? Is it good? Should I change the balance a little bit? So I start to tell when there's no feedback.
What? Classified military info? Huh? What's the matter? You quit, didn't you? What, did you think I'm gonna go out there and just tell everybody your
Pulse, I'll
secrets?
see. My angle. I'm after the Foul Sea.
Thanks.
Still happy you tagged along.
It's like, well, this just had to happen on the last day on the job.
On behalf of the good citizens, I would like to thank our brave false pioneers and express our best wishes for a successful relocation. Your noble and selfless sacrifice ensures the continued safety and peace of our society. Were it not for this remarkable gesture, every resident of Cocoon, your family, your friends, your neighbors, would be exposed to the dangers of the world below. By choosing to leave Cocoon and participating in this migration,
Migration? More like extermination.
Huge. You stay here.
Why is he called huge if it's so tiny?
Sorry. I didn't mean to.
These people need heroes. Here. You keep your cool, and they will.
Maybe don't point the gun towards the
Got it?
civilians.
Got it.
You know, just
What's
saying.
up, Otto?
The army's no match for Nora.
That a boy.
The resistance front. Hanging edge. 50 gil.
It's over. It's all over. I don't want to die.
Just gonna die anyway. Never should have fought back.
Look, cheery around here. Ooh, let me sell the chip. Not I'm gonna do anything with it. Data log update. The peaceful citizens of Cocoon live in constant fear of invasion by the forces of Pulse, the world below and supposed home of terrors unknown. Were even a single Pulsian agent to be discovered on Cocoon, panic and civil unrest would be sure to follow, threatening the very fabric of society. To prevent such a calamity, the Sanctum, Cocoon's governing body, initiates the Purge, a government initiative officially entailing the deportation of all those who may have come into contact with corrupting Pulsian influences. However, the Sanctum army is now brutally slaughtering the civilians they were supposed to be deporting. Realizing that the Purge is nothing more than a massacre in disguise, Snow leads the young freedom fighters of Nora in an effort to protect the Purge's deportees from the Sanctum soldiers. Day 13, Exile. Fallacy of Pulse origin was discovered within a vestige on the outskirts of Bodom 2 days previously, having apparently spent centuries in hibernation with humans none the wiser to its presence. The Sanctum deemed the potential contamination by Pulse magic a risk too great to overlook, and it immediately enacted legislation permitting the Purge, an involuntary removal of Falsey and the entire population of Bodom from Cocoon. Deportees were only told that they would be transported to Pulse. Pulse. Resting in Cocoon's shadow, the sprawling and enigmatic lower world of Pulse is home to a multitude of terrors. The land is commonly believed to be inhospitable to human life, with a strict ban on interworld travel forbids citizens of Cocoon from venturing there to challenge this hypothesis. Not even members of the Sanctum's upper echelon can claim to have seen the surface with their own eyes, but the attempted invasion by the world's savage army several centuries ago is well documented. Widespread fear of a repeated assault persists among the populace even today, with colloquial references often likening the world to a manner of living hell. From her lofty seat, the world of Cocoon has long enjoyed tranquility. The interior of her spherical shell supports several sprawling cities and a population numbering in the tens of millions. Although a variety of dangerous beasts prowl the wilds, advanced technology and the protection of the world's false sea keepers ensure residents' peaceful and prosperous existence. Travel to the lower world of Pulse is forbidden, but given their deep-seated cultural fears of the place, Cocoon citizens would not even think to venture beyond the paradise they know. The Hanging Edge. A relic of days before the War of Transgression, the Hanging Edge is located near Cocoon's outer rim. The area was once a thriving urban center, but residents were forced to abandon the location when an attack by Pulsian forces cracked Cocoon's shell during the conflict several centuries past. It was since designated a restricted zone and, with civilian access prohibited, soon became nothing more than a name on local maps. The Cocoon central government, the Sanctum, holds supreme executive, legislative, and judicial power, so it's a dictatorship. It also maintains direct authority over the military. It's a military dictatorship. Despite the fact that Cocoon was built by the Falsey and not by humans, Falsey opt to participate only superficially in governmental affairs, leaving Cocoon's administration entirely at the discretion of the human Sanctum and its Primarch, Gallant Disley. The Purge. To the millions who call Cocoon home, the lower world of Pulse represents a constant source of fear. Suspected association with Pulse means stigmatization as an enemy of the state and all mankind, even for born and raised citizens of Cocoon. The recent discovery of a false sea from Pulse near the city of Bodom caused widespread civil unrest. After placing the city's entire population under quarantine due to the possibility of contamination, the Sanctum then announced its intent to forcibly relocate the affected to Pulse in an emergency measure dubbed by the authorities as the Purge. Last but not least, Nora. The paramilitary organization known as Nora is a group composed of like-minded youths, assembled by Snow and self-funded by the operation of a seaside cafe in Bodom. Gee, sounds familiar. Money coming from a bar? Functioning as a neighborhood watch of sorts, Nora members patrol the vicinity of Bodom for trouble. Most often, trouble consists of encroachment by dangerous forms of wildlife. Nora had never openly acted out against the Sanctum prior to the Purge, and because of this, the military had been content to turn a blind eye to the group's activities.
Why even bother?
They do drop a lot of lore in that data log, don't they?
This is crazy.
Then take a nap.
Really? Can I?
Sure. And when we're taking a dirt nap, you can save them all.
It's even worse.
No dirt naps today. We're all in this together. Our enemy's the Cocoon Sanctum. Their dreaded Psychon, no less.
What's the dread? Psychon's nothing but a whole bunch of bluster and bullying. They've got nothing on Nora.
Well, we are the heroes after all.
Let's prove it!
Yeah!
There's a real disconnect in tone by having
Sanctum's gonna pay for this.
these kids just like shoot guns and pretend that they're not upset that people are firing at them.
Up and ready!
Gotta clear a path out of here.
But keep being healed after every battle? Is that a concept of the game? Because I don't remember it that way, but...
No more.
There are soldiers everywhere.
Yo, boss. What's the plan?
I don't know,
Charge in,
shoot
guns
stuff.
blazing.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not a plan.
Real heroes don't need plans.
Hey, no, that's not how that works. Real heroes do need plans as well. It feels like they're doing a bit of a bad job teaching you to combat. Mostly because the combat right now is very boring. Like, we really need to get our hands on some classes before this
Hit 'em
opens up.
again. How about this?
Yeah, I guess it doesn't say HP this many out of this many, so I guess they do heal us after every battle. Okay. Psychon. The Sanctum military is composed of two main branches. The Guardian Corps, responsible for maintaining security in various jurisdictions throughout Cocoon, and SciComm, Public Security and Intelligence Command. SciComm is an elite special operations unit charged with protecting Cocoon from propulsion incursion. In contrast to the lightly armed Guard and Corps, SciComm employs an array of advanced heavy weaponry and cruiser-class airships. As SciComm bears responsibility for any and all threats of Pearl's origin, it was SciComm who conducted the purge.
Don't you kids go falling behind now.
Did I miss an item? Because we went a long time without seeing a single item, but it's a quarter, so it feels like I should have seen something if I missed it. No, it's just a long corridor without any items. I don't know. I get that this is a highway, which means that it's gotta be mostly straight. It's just that it never actually improves. It's always like that. Until you reach the main world eventually. Like, very, very late in the game.
You all okay? Hey, careful with those. Don't worry. No one's moving to Pulse today. We'll clear you a path out of here, so be ready to...
Wait! Let me fight with you!
You can't expect us to just sit here.
Could help.
Yep.
Please, let us help!
Okay then. Volunteers front and center.
Here, take this one. Here you go. Oh, and one for you.
Count
Go
me
for
in.
it. Here's yours. Take care now. Mom? Don't worry.
Notice that her name is Mother.
Huh?
It's the only thing that she's ever called by in this game.
Nice.
Can you show me again?
You got it.
That's how it works.
You sure?
Yeah. Moms are tough.
Right.
Moms are tough.
Last one, boss.
All right, last one. Somebody take it.
No,
Oh, so we went from... Oh, Vanille. We went from... We don't take volunteers
Keep
to...
it safe.
Hey, here's the gun. Somebody please grab it off of me.
Snow? All talk.
All right, lay low and you'll be fine. We'll clear out the area. We're going home together!
You're supposed to say, yay!
Come on! Everybody up!
Right! New recruits! On me!
Come on.
Let's go, Mother.
Time to go, kiddo.
Moms are tough. Oh, God, that was so cheesy.
We're not losing to SciComm, you hear me?
This'll be a piece of...
Oh, I might as well equip this Iron Bangle.
Hey,
Stay sharp. Don't want to make their job any easier.
question. Why does Snow have that weird stuff on the back of his coat in battle?
Alright, let's shake things up a little.
Mobilize beta force! Put down the resistance!
Oh, are we getting a boss? Sounds like we're getting a boss.
Heroes don't run from fights.
There's nothing we can't do!
Thanks to the power of friendship.
We gotta win this!
So I'm gonna use that potion from my stash. I feel like whoever came up with the testing for this game should have gone like, boss, like the first hour is not good. They don't get any new commands, they're just hitting auto battle and attacking over and over and over. Pro player. So we're just killing soldiers happily like that? We don't have any remorse? Uh-oh.
No! We got trouble!
No kidding. Stay down.
Uh-oh. Why don't you get up, dude? Moms are tough.
I told you, didn't I? Moms are
Oh
tough.
my god, they really did say it again. Oh. Well, maybe moms are kinda tough. Well, that's the end of Nora. But it's probably the end of Nora, I should say.
Get him home. Please.
Hold on!
I know who you're talking about! How can I get him home if I don't know him? Yes. Oh no, let's overwrite the. Oh, it's giving me a new save data every time. Yeah, I don't want that. All right, we're actually gonna take a quick break. Right at the end of chapter 1. I just need to use the bathroom real quick. So we'll be back in like a minute or two. All right, we're back, and I gotta say, not very impressed by chapter 1. Like, the setting is cool. Writing is a bit cringe at times. The combat is bad. It's a good thing that I know that it gets better, but...
Massacre. Those people won't even live long enough to die on Pulse.
That was the idea.
What?
Sanctum logic. They conjured up the purge to eliminate a threat. I mean, why carry the danger all the way to Pulse? Why not just stamp it out here? Execution masquerading as exile. That's all the purge ever was.
Relocation to Pulse. How does the government get away with pulling crap like that? And you knew this was gonna happen?
The purge was SciComm. Private Sanctum troops, not the Guardian Corps.
SciComm, Guardian Corps. Soldiers are soldiers, aren't they? Pulse Foul C and their lessee are enemies of the state. Tell a soldier to kill an enemy, and you really think it's gonna matter what uniform he's wearing?
Might have mattered to that one. Couldn't shoot. Got himself shot instead.
How about you? Orders say shoot, you pull the trigger? Fine. Forget I asked.
What does it mean to be a soldier? Please introduce classes. Well, hey, so a perfect record. 100% 5-star rating so far.
What's that? Huh?
Attention, Purge deportees! Attention, Purge deportees! Put down your weapons and surrender immediately. Your removal is the will of
Sarah.
Just what you were looking for.
Yeah. Right in there.
The post-file C.
Don't worry. We'll be okay.
He's like, I don't have a mom anymore.
Here. It's too much, isn't it? Face it later. Ciao!
Hey, wait!
Daniel is a character that hasn't particularly aged well.
You said it made you happy when I smiled, didn't you? But really, I was afraid. I was always afraid.
So, how do you figure that post-file C is different from the sanctums? All things being equal, I just as soon keep one.
Time to jump.
Yeah, I know. Hey, hey! Hey! Hang on! What the? Hey! Damn. She can do it, so can we.
Come on, come on!
What about the others?
They're dead.
They didn't die. They couldn't have died.
Of course not.
That's called denial. That's the first stage of grief. Ooh.
Hey, get a grip, man! What's wrong with you?
Get him home. Get who home?
Jesus Christ.
Toss me that.
Oh, I love the lines that I say in a cheesy way because of how dumb the script is that turned out to be actual
Do it.
lines.
So what are you afraid of, huh? You're supposed to be the hero. Huh. She's waiting there, ain't she? Your lovely bride-to-be? Isn't it about time you picked her up?
Yeah.
Here's the problem with the script. The characters just aren't realistic.
There's our ride.
Now you're talking.
Like, at least in this first chapter, it's hard to connect with the story. Because that's just not how you would react to the situation that these people are being put in. Yeah. Yeah, let's read a couple of these, I assume. Ooh. The Warpath Home. The Purge is a Sanctum initiative designed to protect the stability of Cocoon by forcing potentially dangerous civilians to relocate to Pulse. However, the relocation is simply a facade to cover the massacre it ensues. The government's true goal is the brutal extermination of all possible threats to a peaceful society. Having discovered the horrific truth, Snow leads the member of Nora against the government soldiers of XIII. Inspired by the actions of this handful of brave young men and women, the beleaguered civilians take heart and join the battle in the hope of returning to a normal life. Among the citizens who stand against the forces of XIII is a mother who wishes for nothing more than to protect her son. Because mom's tough. Fallen innocents. Cocoon citizens have always been terrified of Pulse and the mysterious horrors that are said to stalk its hostile wastelands. Their fear is so great that if a Cocoon native were to even have the briefest contact with the Pulsian elements, former friends and neighbors would consider them corrupted and dangerous. In light of this fact, Sanctum orders the purging of Bodom in an effort to remove all potentially Pulse-tainted civilians. Accordingly, soldiers round up all those identified as candidates for relocation and inform them of their impending exile. However, XIII, the elite arm of the Sanctum military, then begins to massacre the helpless civilians. This prompts Snow to lead the people in a rebellion against the army. Tragically, one of the civilians who decides to follow him, hoping to protect her son, dies in the act of saving Snow's life. Okay, this is a little editorializing, but she wasn't trying to save... I guess she jumped to grab the rocket launcher, but if she hadn't, she would have been further back and be worse affected by the explosion that happened, so... I don't know, to me that feels unreal. From afar, the boy witnesses the moment of his mother's death in shock and disbelief. And from this point on, he turns into a little bitch that will not do anything but whine for 2/3 of this game. The false sea awaits. A massive object is transported through the sky over the hanging edge. This object is a Pulse vestige, a lower world artifact that had been nothing more than a bottom landmark. 2 days ago, it was discovered that the vestige housed a long-dormant Pulse Fall Sea. The Fall Sea had slumbered undisturbed on the outskirts of the Cocoon City for centuries. The Sanctum decrees that the presence of a Pulse entity and its corrupting magics have tainted the entire population of the city, and orders the purge. For different reasons, Lightning and Saz now make their way towards the very being that was the catalyst for so much tragedy. Snow, meanwhile, is crushed by feelings of guilt after many die under his command. He only emerges from his gloom when Godot reminds him that the Fall Sea is holding a certain young lady captive, who needs her hero now more than ever. Fall Sea. Fall Sea are an existence beyond human comprehension, possessed of an incredible magic power. The ones responsible for Cocoon's construction are protectors of humanity, but there are others of their kind as well. The Fall Sea who dwell in Pulse and name themselves enemies of Cocoon. Humans who enter Pulse Fall Sea are cursed, humans who encounter Pulse Fall Sea are cursed, being turned to sea and ordered to destroy Cocoon. It is for this reason that most ordinary citizens support the purge. Anyone who may have come into contact with one of these Fall Sea represents a dire threat. Bioweapons. The Sanctum has developed a vast arsenal of weaponry to defend against the constant threat of Pulse, and these living weapons are one of the many fruits its research has borne. Ordinary Cocoon wildlife transform into efficient killing machinery through selective breeding, intense training, and physical augmentation. Bioweapons retain all the raw power and feral fury of their natural counterparts while obeying the commands of their handlers with unwavering loyalty. AMP technology. Antimatter Manipulation Principle AMP forms the foundation for a variety of technological wonders, enabling phenomena ranging from phase-space interference to the manipulation of gravitational force. Humans ordinarily lack the means to wield magic, but through use of mana drives, another product of the principle, it is possible to synthesize its effects. They dropped so much lore through that data log.
I hope everyone's alright.
Ooh. What's that? What's the power? Well, no. It's a power circle. Ooh, it's a new weapon. There's a lot more strength. I will be equipping it.
to stop us.
This might be our first 4-star battle. I feel like I did not play it well. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a 4-star-ish. Oh no, 5-star! Whew. Our perfect streak is still alive. I don't think that it will survive past chapter 1, but I'm enjoying feeling like a pro player while it lasts. Underbill.
Look, there they are.
Oh.
I want every weapon ready to fire. Stay sharp. All right, on my go. Right. Go!
And what are you doing, Snow?
That's a sad sound. Where's the soul? Okay. Hey, Godot.
Yeah?
If you don't know who you've got to save, you just protect them all, right?
Something on your mind?
Yeah.
You got
Yeah,
plenty of time
yeah.
for thinking on the way, hero.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Ready! Go!
Are they racing? It feels like they're racing, and it seems to be out of place, to be perfectly honest.
Hey, it's us. It's us. Don't shoot.
Snow!
Since when do you care about kids?
Favor for a friend.
Okay.
Hey, Snow! You made it!
Hey.
Yo. So,
Hey.
you really managed to use that thing?
I think I'm done.
You're done when we are.
Ow! What's it?
That's the one.
Didn't you have something to tell him?
Yeah,
Did I hate its guts?
but
I'll go with you.
what?
You have no idea what it was like. Oh.
Everyone safe?
The army's no match for Nora.
I
meant the kids?
All accounted for.
Okay.
Again, these are people that just killed a bunch of other people for the first time in their lives. They're just joking around. Like, disconnect. Disconnect there.
I'll swing by the vestige. Keep the kids out of trouble.
Vanilla has a weird
Dad.
accent.
Say hi to the missus for me. You go skirt chasing, I take care of the kids. Some husband.
Dinner's on me.
Better be home cooking.
When's the wedding, lover boy?
Well, don't worry. None of you are invited.
We're still going.
Hey, you serious? What about me?
Catch you later.
Oh. Wait! Come back!
He's got an air wing. Snow still cannot shake his feelings of guilt. Despite his efforts to purge the deportees from the Sanctum forces, many have fallen. The death of one woman in particular haunts his thoughts. A mother fighting for the sake of her son, who gave her life to save Snow. In the moments before her death, the woman begged the leader of Nora to take care of her child, but slipped from the Snow's grasp without revealing the boy's identity. With Godot's help, Snow breaks out of his depression. He figures that if he just goes ahead and protects everyone, then the woman's son will be saved as well. Smart! Not. Like, just ask, I guess, but... After checking to see if the children are safe, Snow leaves the waiting battle to his fellow Nora members and sets off with his new determination towards the vestige. His fiancée is still held captive by the Pulse Fal'Cie. A boy watches him leave, eyes filled with rage and loathing. To his grief-stricken mind, Snow is responsible for his mother's death. Like, again, just dropping information that his fiancé is held captive by the Pulse Fal'Cie? Like, why do I have to read that in a data log? Oh, I should first get this way, because there's an item.
Stop running around, kid.
This to Nora. Psychom's nothing.
Honey, where are you?
What are we supposed to do now?
Will face my fear.
Okay, I guess not, huh?
Pass
Oh.
over me.
Please, everybody keep going.
Honey, where are you?
Bring me every round you can carry.
Alright, running after Neo.
Where do we even run?
Are we gonna steal this thing? We are, aren't we?
You okay?
I want to tell him. It's just that.
Say, you know how to fly this?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. In you go. That way.
That is really creepy.
No.
Huh?
If we go in there, that thing could. It could make us l'Cie. This is. I don't think I can.
You can do it.
What are you two doing?
Here we go!
Uh-oh. Get back here! You hear me? Hey!
The pulse valve false sea. It held our future and our fate.
Okay. I think we're still in chapter 1.
Now, where is the... Oops. Well then... Guess it's just us.
Where
What
did
did you
that weird
expect?
symbol with your hands?
Even soldiers know not to go near the foul sea. You become a pulse Lassie, and you're finished.
What do you mean, finished?
Haven't you heard, Miss...
Vanille.
Huh?
My name. And yours?
Hope.
God, that Aussie accent is bad.
Thank you. What were we thinking?
Well, since we're here, let's look around.
Yes, it makes sense in the context of the story. If you've played this before, you know what I mean. But still.
Oh, check this out.
Hey! Vanille, where are you?
Well?
That's...
You're ridiculous. That's the thing.
You're gonna regret this.
Y'all gonna regret this? Really? That weapon is dumb. That weapon is dumb as shit.
Okay, back to exploring.
No, cause
Stay close.
The direction or lack thereof of Vanille's accent is confusing me. Oh, we're actually in chapter 2! Hey! For centuries, Pulse Falsey has slumbered undisturbed on the outskirts of a Cocoon city. On the day the lower world entity is finally discovered, Cocoon's peaceful society is plunged into chaos. The government judges the city's inhabitants to have been tainted by their unwelcome guest, and begins a merciless campaign to expunge both the Falsey and the corrupted citizenry from the face of Cocoon. Instead of the exile they were led to expect, the civilians face extermination at the hands of the Sanctum Army. The people attempt to fight back, but they are hopelessly outmatched by the military. The lightning cuts her way through the battlefield, doggedly followed by the desperate Sags. Snow, meanwhile, seeks to rescue his fiancée. And a boy spurred on by dreams of revenge pursues Snow with the help of an unusual young lady. Though driven by separate goals, their paths are all lead to the same end. The Pulse Falsey. Hope has fallen into a panic. In a single-minded pursuit of Snow, he has rushed into the lair of a Falsey, and he's only now recalling the terrible nature of the being that lurks within. The Pulse entity could use its power to curse them, to turn them into Lassie. Pulse Lassie are the doomed servants of the Falsey who created them, despised and feared by the people of Cocoon. Hope's companion, Vanille, seems unconcerned by this dreadful possibility. Amused by her indomitable cheerfulness, he nervously follows her in search of Snow. It was Snow who convinced his mother to fight. It was Snow she was protecting when she died. and it is snow. You must be made to pay. False Lassie. The beings known as Falsi possess the power to enthrall unwilling human instruments, compelling their victims to serve their will. These individuals, known as Lassie, are marked with indelible prints. They gain the gift of magic, but also bear the burden of completing a task known as a focus for their Falsi master. False Lassie, tools of Falsi from the world below, are considered dangerous enemies of Cocoon society. As there exists no means of removing the Lassie brand and the curse thereby imposed, False Lassie are hunted relentlessly. False Vestiges. The Falsi sculpted Cocoon in antiquity using resources harvested from the world below. When Cocoon's shell was fractured in the war, they repaired it with raw materials again gathered from Pulse, buildings chief among them. Remnants of these structures, themed vestiges, can still be found throughout Cocoon today. The centuries-old vestige outside of Bodum was believed to be nothing more than a harmless curiosity. The discovery of a Pulse Falsi inside its walls proved this false, however, leading to the detainment and subsequent purging of countless citizens whose only crime was being in the wrong place at the wrong time. That was to clear the enemy intel since we're in a new chapter. What's in our inventory? Binding rods.
Are you sure this is the right way?
Yeah, there's an item here, dude. Come on. Don't you see it? 30 gil, man. We're poor. This makes a difference.
How are we supposed to get out of here?
Shut up! Oh, actually, let me look at, we could buy an iron bangle, but we don't have a lot of money. We might as well just wait for it. I don't think it's gonna be an issue for now. Based on the map... the left first. This seems like the more harmless direction.
I thought this place was supposed to be empty.
I have no idea what makes a preemptive strike work. Like, I have no idea why that time a preemptive strike happened.
What's wrong with her?
Talk about me, son? Wanna say that to my face? You talk about me? Oh, there we go. If your suspect is observed, an icon will appear and warn the enemies. Before it comes into contact, If the enemy is not aware, the party will make a preemptive strike. Okay.
That?
No daydreaming now. Goodbye.
Yeah, let's put that onto... Put it onto you because you kind of really need it. Yeah, okay.
It's his. Where is he?
Well, I guess I need to go this way first.
You're gonna regret
I have to say, it doesn't look like we can get a disadvantage strike. Oh man, we lost it. Ugh, perfect run ended at 135. Well, it was nice while it lasted.
Aren't you scared?
Not so much.
You really don't get it.
Pulse Falsey and Lassie are bad news. That's why Cocoon kicked them out. Live too close to the Falsey, one-way ticket to Pulse. That's the purge in a nutshell.
If they catch us here, they'll purge us too. And
What's
then
your problem?
what's my
The way you
Pulse is hell on
speak!
Earth.
We'll be okay. Calm down.
Get off me.
You're both insufferable.
Can you hear me? Where are you?
You're both insufferable. I will not switch to the Japanese language. But
Don't
boy,
worry, Sarah.
oh,
The hero is on his way.
hearing Vanille speak,
Wonder
I'm
what
just
that's
like,
for.
oh. Anything here? No. Where men fear to tread. The citizens of Cocoon, the lower world of Pulse, is a hell rife with unknown terrors, and the recently discovered Pulse Falsey is an invader from that hell. In an effort to quell the growing panic in the wake of the entity's discovery, the Sanctum initiates an extreme measure known as the Purge. Under this initiative, not only is the Falsey to be cast out of Cocoon, but other civilians living nearby as well. Why did they keep saying the same thing over and over again? Like, it just... They're updating this event's data log too often, so that when you load a save, this is what you get. But my god, they've said the same thing 5 times already. and it's only been an hour and a half. Like, good lord. Any person coming into contact with the lower world beings, foul energies could already be corrupted, and no potential enemies of Cocoon can be allowed to remain. The ensuring deportation claims the lives of countless civilians, Hope's mother among them. After witnessing her death and chasing Snow into the vestige in a blind rage, Hope suddenly realizes that he may soon share the same fate as the Pulsefell Sea, relocation to the world below. Vanille, however, calmly accepts the situation and lends her support to the distraught boy. Unaware of his young pursuers, Snow begins exploring the arcane halls and chambers of the shrine-like vestige. Vestige? Is it vestige or vestige? Vestige. Let's go with vestige. In search of his captive fiancée, Sarah. Sarah! Nothing over here. Nothing over here. Nothing. Nothing. Oh,
Nothing to worry about.
I am by myself. That's going to be a little tricky.
How about this?
I need to use a potion on this fight. Looks like it's going to be 8 attacks to kill one of these. Ah, we'll be fine, I think.
You see that?
And just give me classes. Why are we still... Why do we not have any kind of leveling system available right now? Like,
How about this? No problem.
before I activate that... Nothing here. Nothing here. Okay.
Just hold on, Sarah.
Okay. Kinda weird, but okay. I guess.
Still won't budge? I think the door is winning.
Why didn't I listen?
Beg your pardon?
It was me. This is my fault.
Beg your pardon?
Cover your ears.
Sorry, what now?
Oh, blast charge? Oh, wait, hold on. All right, hold up. All right, go for it! Make it happen!
I'm so sorry. Please
I'm
let
so
me
sorry.
in. Please?
Hey!
Right.
What? How'd you open it? After you.
So whatever Snow did, of course, is what let lightning in as well. Drones are aerosols that can be used outside of battle. Fortisol and Aegisol instead of bonus at the start of battle. Deceptisol, shield supported from enemy detection, eliminating concerns from being spotted, avoiding combat launching preemptive strikes. open the shroud menu, press LB.
These Pulse folk. Just gonna learn a thing or two about interior design.
Open doors beckon. False Bell C, an entity that threatens the peace of Cocoon society, holds Snow's fiancé captive. As the determined Snow delves ever deeper into the alien structure, Lightning and Saz arrive at Vestige after fighting their way through waves of Sanctum forces. The unlikely duo's progress is halted by an impassable gate, which finally opens as if in response to Lightning's whispered words of apology. Their plea reached the mind of the False Sea, or was another being responsible for opening the portal. Saz follows the ex-soldier into the Vestige, bemused by the lack of explanation, but driven on nonetheless by a purpose he has yet to reveal.
There you go, stomping off on your own. Scare easy, do you?
Alright.
No reason to go picking fights, right?
Well, it depends. Honestly, the big reason we shouldn't go picking fights right now is that we don't really need anything for them. Like, I have been fighting everything, but there's no XP or AP or anything.
Welcoming present from that first recon team they sent in?
So I'm just gonna walk past all of these now, if I have to.
Hard to believe no one noticed this thing for all these years.
Oh, except that I can't open things while under the Septisol. Like, there's literally no reward besides items at this point for battles. So yeah, what am I even fighting for? Just ignore me.
Death machines.
We're fine.
Fantastic. If those things are still around, might be some soldiers trapped in here too. Except they'd probably be l'Cie by now. Huh? Not even human anymore. Just post l'Cie. Enemies of Cocoon. Can't show them any mercy.
There's the next one.
I guess the shroud keeps the 13 days, day 11, discovery. The butt of Vestige was a minor local landmark paid little regard. I was trying to run the sentence in my head because it didn't sound right, but I guess it is. It changed on this night when XIII discovered that the relic's long-sealed interest and somehow been opened. Reconnaissance team was sent inside, reporting the discovery of a Pulse False C before communication links suddenly went silent. Deeming it probable that the soldiers had been made l'Cie, The Sanctum then resealed the door to the vestigi, trapping the team inside. Following day brought public announcement of both the discovery and plans for the purge. I guess no new items have been posted over here, right? Everything changed. There's no... Not here. The far side? No. Might as well pop the 40 soul.
Bring it on!
Let me first see if there's an item in the back. No? Okay.
All right.
Guess that did activate something? Oh, platform. I'm coming, Sarah!
Hang on, baby. Your hero's on the way. Hang on, baby. Your hero's on the way.
He is here. Calling himself a hero?
He's coming our way.
What should I do?
Tell him what you need to.
But nothing.
Like, really? We went with that take for Vanille? Tell her what you need to. Really? Like...
I say will change what happened.
We could just run away.
In the shadow of Lassie, military weapons stalk the halls of the vestigi. The Psychom Recon theme that uncovered the lower world being 2 days previous is still trapped inside. Lightning and Savs know that the real threat is not a part of the Sanctum Army, but the Pulse Felsi and its servant Lassie. Pulse Lassie are former humans who have become agents of destruction. Those residents living near the vestigi face being purged simply because of their proximity to the Falsi, and the possibility that its power has bound them into servitude. With tales of Lucy haunting his thoughts, Hope hears Snow's voice calling in the distance. Although he plans to confront Snow over his mother's death, the reality of the situation becomes too much for Hope to bear. He cannot go through with it. Not yet. I guess I'll just keep moving towards the main exit. There nothing new in the shops? No. Let's make a save. Not because I'm worried about it. We're gonna try to finish chapter 2 today. I think that's reasonable.
Things like that?
No daydreaming now.
Can we take it a little slower?
No, I just want to get done with this tutorial. That's creepy.
What are they?
See, you failed. This is what happens when Lassie don't complete the focus the Fal'Cie gave him.
Let's even these odds.
I don't think that's even. Okay, well, if only 3 of them spawn, then yes, it's even. But that's not the situation that was presented in the cutscene, I just wanted to point out.
Yes!
How did you get in here? You gotta leave. Okay, listen. Find some place to hide and keep quiet. Once I find Sarah, we'll all leave together. You'll be home in time for dinner.
You...
Wait! Who's Sarah?
My wife. Future wife, that is. She's a Pulse Lassie.
No.
She's here somewhere, along with that Fal'Cie. I gotta find her and set her free.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, we
Why do you
knew
wanna
that
help
because we read
Lassie?
everything.
They're the enemy. How can you save a Lassie? You're not...
But not my mom!
That's insane!
Probably. But I gotta do something, right? I'll be back.
Should we wait around for him and hitch a ride?
I'd rather go to Pulse. Why is this happening to me? When they found the Fal'Cie the other day, we were just visiting Bodum. But the army took us, threw us on that train. Because of that guy, Mom is...
Probably shouldn't leave them alone.
And he wants to help a Lassie?
I feel like your mom would not be happy with you
Hey again.
Hey,
giving Snow the fault for the action that she decided to take.
you gotta talk to him, Hope. If you don't take this chance, you'll regret it forever.
Ugh.
Okay.
Okay.
See, I hate the writing of Hope. He's just whiny. I hate the performance of Vilniel specifically. I'm sorry to back
What's gotten into you,
on
soldier?
her. Like, I'm sure that the voice actress was doing the best that she could. I don't know if she was just not very experienced at the time. Who was she? Her name was Georgia van Keulenberg. I want to see her IMDb. What's her IMDb page? Yeah, something tells me that this was... 2009, she was born in 87. So that makes her 22. Yeah, I mean, again, no offense. I'm sure she's improved since then. But boy, she's just really not that good. I mostly don't understand if she is trying to master the Australian accent and it just keeps slipping, or if she just
My sister.
is not
Your sister?
and speaks in a very weird
She's
way
Lucy.
naturally.
What? A pulse, Lassie?
Ooh.
The Fal'Cie has her captive, but I'll find her.
Is she still... Hey, what was her focus? When she became a Lassie, what did the Fal'Cie order her to do? It wasn't blow up Cocoon or anything like that, was it?
I didn't ask.
That seems pretty important.
Listen to me. When a person gets cursed by a Fal'Cie, they become a Lassie, and they get given a focus, right?
Do you know thoughts? Or is it just what you heard?
If they don't carry it out, Lassie end up as one of those things. What I'm saying is, if your sister's gone that far, I mean, she might still... How can I... Oh, man. There's no way to turn a Lassie back into a human. Even if she completes her focus, there's no changing her fate. She'll live her life as a Fal'Cie slave. Don't make her suffer.
Just say it! Any Lassie, anyone who might ever become a Lassie should be wiped off the face of Cocoon. It's people like you that started the Purge in the first place.
See, but the actress that
That's a
voiced Vanille had actually been in the US for like 4 years. I guess 4 years by the time the game came out, so maybe she'd only been there for like a couple of years. Okay. I will also have issues with the writing in Vanille, which, you know, we'll see when we get to, but the performance in this first chapter is really the thing that bugs me. It's just not good. And Square Enix was big at this time. I feel like this is probably better in the Iron Bangle. So we're gonna give Saz the Bangle. Alright, data log. C. When Fal'Cie takes a human to be one of its Lassie servants, that person is given a focus to be completed. Should the l'Cie fail to fulfill this focus before his or her brand advances to its final stage, that l'Cie becomes a Seath. Marred in eternal sorrow and regret and robbed of all free will, Seath are damned to wander the world, unliving and undying, until their corrupted flesh at last can move no more. For Seath, there is no salvation. Saving the enemy. Pulses here are cursed beings who wield supernatural power and whose very existence incites panic and destruction. Hope explodes into a rage upon hearing that Snow plans to rescue Sarah, now l'Cie herself. Even if she is Snow's fiancée, nothing good can come of helping a sworn enemy of Cocoon. The situation only serves to magnify Hope's hatred for the man he holds responsible for his mother's death. Shaking with fury, he is unable to form the words he so desperately wants to say. Oblivious to Hope's anger and worried for their safety, Snow decides to bring Hope and Vanille along on his mission. Meanwhile, Seth explains the cruel fate of a person cursed as a l'Cie. L'Cie are bound in eternal service to a fal'Cie, and failure to carry out a focus results in a transformation into a mindless abomination, a Seath. A person shackled by the l'Cie curse is beyond salvation. Seth comes to this grim conclusion. Lightning angrily compares him to those who insisted on the purge. She knows full well the doom that awaits l'Cie, and will do anything in her power to save her sister from that fate. Gee, two different, people becoming Pulse l'Cies. You know, what are the odds? What are the odds? At least we came from this way, so we have to keep going up. I'm just gonna pass by you. I'm gonna start dodging fights unless there's an item to grab. Because it's true, I literally gain nothing. Like, I don't gain gills. I only gain items, which, like, whatever. If I'm not fighting, I'm not using the items either. You know, we're 2 hours in. How much further do we have to go to finish the chapter? Kinda hard to tell. Yeah. I think we're just gonna call it here. It's been 2 hours. We've played enough for today. There's other things I need to take care of. You know what? Let's just do one more checkpoint. One more. I try dodging these jerks as much as I can, because again, there's no point. Do I have any shrouds? No. Maybe it's bad. I should have let Saz die. I don't know if he dies, if he comes back to life for the next battle. I don't want to risk it because I have like one Phoenix down, so it's fine. We got him. Let's see here. Mangle Power Wristband. Yeah, it's just a component. Oh. Did I reach Sarah?
Sarah!
Well, I guess we're just gonna play through this. I think I
Time to
might have
go.
stumbled
We have
upon
to
the
leave
final
before the
boss of the
army-
chapter, but
What?
That's a Pulse brand. That girl's a Lassie.
yeah.
I already told you that.
Pulse Lassie are the enemies of Cocoon.
So they should die?
Listen, if she fails her focus, you know how that'll end.
And killing her is a mercy?
You came.
Sarah!
Dun dun dun! Turns out there was only one Pulse Lassie.
Sarah.
Is that my hero?
Snow's fiance is Lightning's sister.
Let's get you out of here.
Hands off. I'm taking her home.
Sis,
I'm not your sister. You couldn't protect her. It's your fault she...
Can save us.
Sarah?
You can save us. Protect us all. Save Cocoon.
Save Cocoon? Sarah? That was your focus?
anything. I'll do anything. Leave it to me, you'll see. I'll protect Cocoon. I'll save everyone.
Somehow. I'll make things right.
You just relax.
Thank you.
Sarah!
Sarah! Sarah!
Why is she turning to crystal?
We'll see who fulfill their focus. Are transformed into crystal and gain eternal life.
Just like the stories say.
That's kind of lame. So you're either turn into a monster or you die and turn into a crystal.
Sweet dreams? She's not sleeping! Sarah's... She's...
She's alive.
No.
The legend. Remember the legend. Lassie who fulfilled their focus turn to crystal and gain eternal life. It's the same with Sarah. Eternal life. She's not dead. Sarah's my bride-to-be. I promise to be hers forever. I don't care how many years I have to wait.
It's over! Open your eyes and face reality!
Sarah, does becoming a Lassie really mean losing everything?
Oh, wait.
What now?
The army.
The target is almost in place. Surface team, what is your status? Good to go. Resistance is under control. The assault proceeds as planned. Leave no trace. Pulse vestige never existed.
What's happening?
Must be a sanctum strike. Bring down the vestige and the foul sea right with it.
Vestige, not vestige. Vestige.
That's what the
Okay.
page was, right?
All they care about is getting everything from Pulse off Cocoon. Dead or alive, it's all the same.
We can't stay here. They'll kill us.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Trenchcoat, where you going?
Trench coat.
Date with the Foul Sea. Got some things to talk about.
What? You're gonna ask it to help her? Are you out of your mind, kid? That thing wants to chew us up and spit us out.
Well, what do you want me to do?
What?
Lightning?
Here we go.
Here we go again. You know what? It's stupid to stop right now. We should probably see at least this chapter through at this point. For Lassie, successful completion of a focus holds the promise of eternal life in the peaceful slumber of crystal stasis, or so the legends say. Yet to spend an eternity as an immobile crystal is not so very different from death. The people of Cocoon consequently fear being marked as a Lassie, equating the faulty brand with a death sentence. Thus, with only the choice between eternal damnation as a Seath and eternal imprisonment in Crystal, it comes as little surprise that many Lassie decry their fate. The legend on Cocoon states that if the Lassie complete the focus given by a false seed, they turn into crystal and gain eternal life. And just as the legend describes, Lightning's younger sister and fiancée to Snow, glows with an incredible light and turns into crystal. But does she truly gain eternal life? And what focus has she completed? The timeless crystal sleep seems nothing more than another form of death to Lightning, and she turns their feelings of grief and anger upon Snow. Snow, however, refuses to give up hope of a future where Sarah will return to him. Just then, the Sanctum Army begin its assault on the Vestige. Though it may mean sharing the Vestige's imminent destruction, the group heads ever deeper into the complex. Snow seeks to pursue the false sea to release his fiancée, while Lightning and Sass have other plans in mind. Dodge. Now, actually, it's probably another 20 minutes if I go and actually fight the boss and watch all of the cutscenes and all. So we're just gonna save here and call it a day. This was definitely a good start. I'm interested in keep going next week. Come on, just die, dude. components. Oh no, there was the item first. Thank you. I have so many freaking potions, man. And I'm playing on normal too. Alright, let's save. And that is gonna do it for this first stream of Final Fantasy XIII. Thank you for watching. If you're catching this up on twitch.tv/gameswithnick, make sure to hit the follow button. And also check out my 2 now YouTube channels. YouTube.com/@gameswithnick is where the VODs of Final Fantasy XIII will live. It's my sort of quote-unquote modern gaming channel. And youtube.com/@retrogameswithnick, retro-gameswithnick is my new retro-focused channel covering games between 84 and 2006-ish. There's only a couple videos up at the moment, but you know, again, it's brand new. I'm gonna add some stuff to it. It's gonna be a little bit more researched, and it has a bit of a slant towards retro PC gaming, which is something that I'm interested in because I have never really experienced it, and I just want to dig a little bit deeper into it. Speaking of which, we're probably gonna play a Thursday. Next time I'm gonna stream, we're probably gonna play a retro game. Maybe Police Quest 4, maybe something else. I'm still a little undecided. We'll see. It's probably going to be a game time decision. But make sure to check me out Thursday afternoon, 7 to 9-ish on twitch.tv/gameswithnick. Check out everything else. Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure to stream, and I will see y'all next time.